Eli, can you talk a little bit about the budgeting process for these and the budgeting versus creativity in terms of leveraging your dollars and availability for making an impact?
I think this actually goes back to the definition of ROE. If we're using ROE as return on equity, also known as ROI, ROE, return on experience, is actually one of the components of doing an ROI study. For example, the tangible versus intangibles. One of the first levels is just surveying your guests and seeing what experience they had. So you want to build in from the very beginning what it is you want when you're determining your goals and objectives for the program, which also helps you determine your budgeting for the program. It's an important thing to make sure that you're taking into consideration the destination you're going to be doing. Now, if you've already selected the destination, you know where people are going to go. You want to work in what the experience is going to be. Obviously, budgets, I've worked with programs that budgets are, not going to say unlimited, but they're very nicely padded budgets versus other programs that are very cheap, for lack of a better word. But you really want to try and tie in whatever you can. Just as Jeff mentioned, you have a place like Little Havana here in Miami.
Right.
That's not normally a place people go. It's not South Beach. It's not, the Brickell area. It's not Design District. It's an area that's very local to Miami with local cultures and a lot of Cuban culture. So you want to try and work your budgets based on what you want the end result to be. Obviously, you're going to have some limitations based on how much money you can really spend, but that's where the real creativity comes in.
Exactly.
You want to even want to work on a destination and provide options as destinations based on what the budget may be. For example, that's why in my previous work, I used to do all my meetings in Latin America. And Latin America is one of those destinations that people had very wrong assumptions about. The perceptions were actually completely skewed because of media coverage, and nothing against the media, Virginia, but there's a lot of media coverage for decades that was very negative. So, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of those destinations are actually extremely cost effective, and they also give you a rich cultural experience. And it's important to remember, I think one of the key things when you're planning a program, a lot of the attendees, especially with these incentives where people win the opportunity, there's a chance for you to take them places they've never gone before. Right. So this is a great chance to introduce them to something new and introduce them new opportunities, and go places that they may never even go to again. So you really want to tie in as much and have them come back and say that big wow factor. Say, I had an amazing time. I can't wait to go back. So when it comes to the budgeting, it really needs to be looking at the opportunities, what you want to get out of it, what the end result is going to be, what your goals, objectives are. You budget for that, and you find the destination that's really going to work. It can even be a place like Macau. It could be a wonderful option if it fits into the budget, fits into the goals. For some people it's an African safari. For other people, it's going to be going to Denver. I'm going to Denver in a month, so it kind of just came to me. But everyone has their own experience, and you can always find something great no matter where you go.